Hello everybody, welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2021. It's the fully manual Master League and we've played 3 games away from the camera. Bit of a mixed bag really, and we followed up the 4-2 smashing of Liverpool in the last episode with a 1-1 draw away at Tottenham, which was a pretty decent result. We followed that with a 2-1 loss at home to Aston Villa, which wasn't a good result, but we played really well, and we've just drawn 0-0 with Leeds. And I can't remember if it was this game or the Villa game. We got Mitchell got sent off for 2 really quick succession yellow cards and got a suspension. So I guess if he's not available for this game, it means it was in the last one. He is available, so it was obviously in the Aston Villa game he got sent off, but not too bad. We are in 18th position, but we're only 2 points off Sheffield United and only 5 points off Leeds in 15th, so I do think we can hit a bit of form. But today, tough games, because it's Man United at Old Trafford and Wolves at Molineux, and it's going to be a little bit tough. But we are going into the January transfer window, so we need to think about potentially striker and centre-back, I think, is our weak points. We've got lots of players still on the list, which we'll go through. But let me know in the comments if there's some people we should look at in those positions, what we should do, how much should we strengthen, how much should we spend. We've got 30 million, we've got £126,000 in salary budget as well. The scouts are still out there busy. I mean, Carlos Vela has been found, and I'm not against signing Carlos Vela. I think he could be a very useful signing for us. Really good balance, really good like speed, acceleration, kicking, power, shooting, finishing, passing. Everything is pretty damn good, apart from he doesn't like to use his weaker foot. But yeah, I quite like the idea of signing Carlos Vela. We'll add him to the list, but let me know down below what you think. Other people I'm keen to potentially get in: Tapsoba, centre-back from Bayer Leverkusen, 21-year-old Burkina Faso international, looks really good. Balance is a bit crap, but looks really good in everything else that you need. And I think partnering him alongside Gary Cahill could be useful for a couple of seasons. They've also found Lionel, who we looked at before, and Mittelstad is a new one at left-back. But I don't think we really need a left-back at the moment. And then in here, the new ones they found: Quincy Promes, Kamara, but I think we might struggle to bring in Kamara. And Vlasic is someone I'm still a little bit interested in as well. So let me know down in the comments where you think we should be signing, what positions, and who should we be getting. Obviously, we've got quite a lot of people. If we just jump back into that, we've got quite a lot of people leaving in January. So we're going to refuse this offer from Feyenoord, and we're going to renew Guaita's contract. We'll knock it down a little bit. We'll give him an appearance fee, a win, and a clean sheet, because we're not getting many clean sheets at the moment, so he can get a bonus for that. Cahill, we're going to reject that one because he's just signed a new 1-year contract. Joel Ward, I'm not sure what I'm going to reject. Am I going to reject it? We'll leave that one there and think about it in January, I think. Well, after this game, pretty much. Benteke, definitely going to reject that. He's weirdly become quite a big part of how we play now. Hennessy is moving on on the 1st of the 1st. So Scott Dan, and he's had a bit of a resurgence coming back into the team recently. Kelly's moving as well. Schlupp is moving as well. And I think that's everybody. So there are quite a few outs happening. So we will need some squad depth. I'm not afraid to jump into the youth team to pick up squad depth either. But the best player in there at the moment, Harrington, someone recommended him in the comments to sign him. But he's 20 years old and he's not that good. There's a guy in the youth team called Texeria. How do I look at... I swear is it in negotiations with the youth team? Yeah. Texeria is probably the best one that I'm looking at if you go overall rating. Texeria is only 16, I think. Yeah, 16, but he's a left back and we've got Mitchell as a youngster there. And everybody else is a little bit, well, not brilliant, to be honest. So, I mean, that guy is... got Mogridge has got a decent thing, but yeah, we'll have to look. I think the problem I've got with PES is that the youth team stuff is always a little bit broken, so I don't really want to pick anyone out from there. We've had a few, we've got job offers coming in. Sheffield United, Godoy Cruz, and Dani Alves wins the South America Player of the Year, but we've got a game against Man United to get into, so let's go and see who is up for this. I'll be back after I've done the squad, and well, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is how we're going to line up for the game against Man United. Guaita in goal, Ward at right back, Sacco, Cahill and Van Arnholt at the back, Milivojevic, Kouyaté in the middle, Eze, Townsend, Zaha and Batshuayi. I'm I'm just a little bit tempted to rest Kouyaté. MacArthur's down, Riedewald's up. Well, let's start Max Meyer, get a bit of a team spirit boost. But yeah, we need big games from Eze, Zaha, Batshuayi and Townsend. And, well, Benteke, I was saying he's come a bit crucial to how we play, but he's only really good if he's on normal form or above. Anything down and he loses all ability to hold the ball up. So a big trust of faith in Batshuayi to lead the line ahead of Bruno Henriquez. But we know Maguire's going to be solid in the air, and we know Cavani's going to be a handful up front, and the pace of Dan James and Rashford means we're not playing attacking fullbacks in this game. But let's get into it, and, well, I'm going to change the kit. We're going to go into our third kit for the black one. But, yeah, we'll be back for kickoff. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very sunny Manchester and a nice winter crisp day. It is Man United versus Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace picking up a few points here and there now in the season and seem to be clicking a little bit more under Ruud Gullit's management. But Man United, a bit of a freight train in the league, playing very, very well. The pace of James and Rashford in today's lineup is going to cause headaches for the back four of Crystal Palace. Lots of pressure on Milivojevic and Max Meyer in the centre midfield partnership. As the game gets underway, let's see if Gary Cahill can keep Edison Cavani quiet. So an early free kick won by Wilfried Zaha, back at his former stomping ground, Old Trafford. Didn't play too many games here, but Fred catches him late as Zaha collected a pass and quite easily went round him, the Crystal Palace keeper. Nice little touch. Fred came in a bit late, and Crystal Palace get the first opportunity to launch a high ball up towards the strikers. No Christian Benteke today. Ruud Gullit showing faith with Batshuayi, but Maguire's going to swallow those balls up all day for Man United. Zaha picks out Max Meyer. Max Meyer looks forward to Eze, round the corner to Batshuayi, puts it on one more, and Townsend could be in here, and he's ticked that past Romero, and can you believe it, it's 1-0 Crystal Palace away at Old Trafford, and Andros Townsend has got himself a goal and celebrates in front of the Man United fans, telling them to calm down and shush. Can you believe it? 6 minutes in, it's Crystal Palace 1, Man United 0 at Old Trafford. And Andros Townsend is delighted with that. Max Meyer here into Eze. Lovely back heel. Held up well from Batshuayi. Townsend stayed on side. Romero didn't really commit outside of the boot. And Townsend sticks it down at the near post. Romero will be gutted. Batshuayi round the corner here. Through Lindelof's legs. What a pass. Into Townsend. One touch with the right foot. And then a little dink. And in it goes past Romero. 1-0 Crystal Palace. Wan-Bissaka goes down the right-hand side. Lays that back to Dan James as Man United look for an immediate response, and they get it from Edison Cavani just 2.5 minutes later, and Edison Cavani has made it 1-1. Wan-Bissaka ran down the right hand side. Van Aanholt didn't know whether to come or go, and James picked this up easy as you like into Cavani. Gary Cahill dropped off, and well, give Cavani's time and space like that and he will punish you. 1-1. Marcus Rashford drifts inside, picks out Dan James with a wonderful pass, and his left-footed shot rattles Guita's post for Crystal Palace as Luke Shaw now tries to bring the ball infield, going onto his weaker foot. Pogba with a shot from range. It might fall to Luke Shaw, but he'll take the corner. No, he won't. It's hit his own teammate and goes behind for a goal kick as Luke Shaw did really well here. Cut inside, lays that off to Pogba. One touch and a good hit. Hits Cavani and goes behind for a goal kick to Crystal Palace, but a very end-to-end game early doors. Townsend into Eze. Eze, well, tackled well by Pogba, but manages to just stay on his feet, but good tackle from Wan-Bissaka to stop Zaha getting the ball. Rashford into Van der Beek, onto Dan James. Man United's movement of the front line is causing all sorts of trouble for Crystal Palace as Rashford cuts inside. Sacco makes a very good challenge. Unfortunately, Milivojevic got in the way of his pass. Townsend keeps it moving forward though, but Harry Maguire makes a good interception. Rashford lays that in. Dan James again, great movement from the Welshman. And two left-footed stinging shots, one at the post, and Guita saves that one. And Man United are looking to put their authority on this game as Paul Pogba stands over the corner, swings that in towards Fred of all people, and Van Aanholt beats him in the air and gets it away. Luke Shaw with a very heavy touch says he didn't foul Townsend to keep the ball there. Rashford has a shot. Guita with a good save, and Crystal Palace can just take a little bit of time now with the ball. Milivojevic is launching a counter-attack here. Batshuayi is giving him a great run. It's a wonderful pass in from Milivojevic, and Fred just did enough. It looked like he may have caught the Crystal Palace striker, but referee said he got the ball. And now Man United look to counter, Crystal Palace's counter, although Max Meyer has done a great job again. Looks to put the ball in. What a ball that is. Batshuayi on the volley. Oh, he's hit the bar. What an effort from Michy Batshuayi. What a pass from Max Meyer this is. When you do things like this on full manual, it feels incredible. What a pass from Max Meyer. Batshuayi, what little bounce, and he took it early, smashes the crossbar. So it's 1-1 on the score, and also 1-1 for hitting the woodwork in this game as Batshuayi matches Dan James's hit. Wan-Bissaka's run into a bit of trouble there. Milivojevic comes away with the ball. Eze moving a good run in front. Picks up the ball. Tried to feed it through to Batshuayi. Pogba with a very good tackle. And Cavani moved that on before Gary Cahill knew what had happened. Rashford with a shot from range. And Guaita can't stop it going behind for a corner. Half an hour in. 1-1. And it's been actually quite an even game. Man United have probably had the better of it. But it has been relatively even. As Pogba gets ready for the corner. Swings this one in again, looking for Fred. Headed away though. Townsend will chase it out towards Luke Shaw, who's taken a good couple of touches to create some space. Van der Beek's there, and then gets back, and Guaita actually touched it around the post. Good little bit of skill there to get around. I think it was Kouyaté coming to close him down. But good touch, good work from Luke Shaw. Laid it off to Van der Beek, and Van der Beek, a good hit, but Guaita got his body behind it and touched it behind for another corner to Man United. So you can see Crystal Palace not completing too many passes percentage-wise. Guaita with a great catch there. And, well, he's bowled that straight out into trouble. What was I thinking when I pressed that? Rashford, is it going to end in a goal? No, it's not. Guaita gets another chance to actually launch a much better counter-attack this time. And he does, throwing it out to Wilfried Zaha, who tries to play it up the line, but Fred gets in the way. Throw in to Crystal Palace. Max Meyer gives a great option for the pass. Tries to split that into Batshuayi. Lindelof with a good interception, though, and well, the Swede is running out of options very quickly. Picks out Wan-Bissaka, who's forced him back in field by Zaha. Fred turns into Pogba. And Man United have played themselves out of danger quite well there, but the long ball isn't very good. And Townsend now has a chance to run here. And he's got players in front of him. Batshuayi on one more to Zaha. Great tackle from Lindelof, though, to just quell that attack. But it's not over yet. Townsend fancies a go from range. Oh, Romero was troubled. He went just past the post. Lindelof, really good tackle. Went upwards of the ball, but intercepted. Eze flicked it round the corner. Townsend, no one closed him down, so thought he would have a go. Romero saw it past the post. 1-1. Rashford, shot blocked, and it falls to Sakho. And again, it's just two teams sort of counter-attacking each other at the moment. As well, Eze got that pass all wrong. Didn't realise Batshuayi had moved out towards the channel. Good tackle there from Sakho. Referee says it was a foul, but play on as Wan-Bissaka has picked up the ball. And Sakho, well, Wan-Bissaka's taking Sakho round the houses here. Van der Beek, ball across. Rashford, surely going to have a shot from here. He does. Top corner. 2-1 Man United. And just like that, Marcus Rashford shows his class. Really good work from Wan-Bissaka. Somehow managed to hold off Sakho not once but twice. And Van der Beek laid it to Rashford. He got it on that great first touch. Got it on that right foot. And Guaita was beaten for power, and it is 2-1 to the home team. And you'd imagine that's a bit more of order restored. Crystal Palace have created a few chances, but really haven't been taking them and putting Romero under threat all that much, to be honest, as Eze's there. Lays that one back to Sakho. Plays it up towards Milivojevic, who can't get there, and now Sakho could be in danger of being out of position, but the pass was delayed. Dan James holds on to it a bit too long. Good tackle from Cahill. Max Meyer. Have Crystal Palace got one last attack in them before half-time as Batshuayi picks that one up, and can Eze get there? No, Romero comes out really well. Good claim from the goalkeeper. But it's not the best throw out because Crystal Palace may have one more opportunity here. No, that's a terrible pass. But Eze has robbed Lindelof. No, he hasn't. He's fouled him, which technically is they're both illegal. Robbing him and fouling him. So, but Lindelof wins the free kick. That will see us through to half-time. I'm sure of it, as it is 2-1 Man United here at Old Trafford. Romero goes long. Cahill wins the header well. If Eze could get that pass off first time, unfortunately he couldn't. I imagine that will see us through to the end of the half. But hang on a minute, because Rashford's got in behind, and Guaita, what a fantastic save that is. As Man United look to double their lead. That was just before the half-time whistle. Luke Shaw, it still could double their lead. Van der Beek with a shot, and he's got it. And they have made it 3-1. And Man United are playing so unrealistic to real life right now. It's ridiculous. Half time here at Old Trafford. Man United 3, Crystal Palace 1. And it's the goal from their only shot on target for Crystal Palace is Ruud Gullit's Crystal Palace. But they have also hit the bar. But it's pure domination from Man United right now. I feel like I'm playing into Man United's hands somewhat. And I don't really know what to do. I'm thinking maybe a 4-4-2 could help us out. If we take, I might have to just like a 4-4-2. I'm just wondering, that may give us more options going forward. I know we're not defending very well. We could probably do with a bit of defensive solidarity, but I feel like that could give us a good opportunity. Advanced instructions, counter target Batshuayi, and counter target. Let's tell Zaha he doesn't have to get back. And we'll go from there. So into the second half we go, and it is 3-1 Man United here. Eze substituted for Bruno Henrique, and it looks like Ruud Gullit has gone for a change of shape, as we'll have to see if that helps Crystal Palace's fortunes. As well, it's picked up early doors here, and Zaha tried to get in, but Lindelof with a great tackle to win the ball, and Crystal Palace know they're going to be a little bit more vulnerable at the back, but they've already conceded 3, and they're 2 goals behind, so changes did need to be made. And Ruud Gullit has made those changes, and he's going to trust his instincts. Dan James into Cavani. Cahill reads his turn well, and Townsend could bring the ball away. And there's acres of space where Wan-Bissaka pushed up, and he left Zaha totally free. He's taken out. Referee again says play on. Bruno Henrique looks towards Batshuayi, and you just sort of feel that maybe a Christian Benteke on form in this sort of game really would have helped Crystal Palace out. And again, the referee played the advantage, but it wasn't really to Crystal Palace's benefit, as Townsend will look to keep this one in. Stands up Luke Shaw. What can he do here? Looks to swing one into the box. Victor Lindelof underneath it. Good header away. Dan James looks to get away from Sakho. Lays it off to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's into the area here. Sakho puts in a good tackle, not once but twice, and stops Van der Beek getting a shot off. Luke Shaw up against Andros Townsend. Pogba trying to shimmy some space. Back to Fred. Fred on the edge of the box, turns one way then the other. Van der Beek gets a shot off, Guita pushes it away. Wan-Bissaka will keep this in play. Gets the ball back across. Milivojevic with a header away. Fred keeps it alive. Pass it off to Rashford. Already got 1 goal today. But Bruno Henrique brings the ball down well. But again, Crystal Palace sacrificing possession when they get it is not what they need right now. Fred holds off Max Meyer with relative ease. Wan-Bissaka out on the right hand side, obviously playing against his former club, but the ball goes off, and that is a goal kick to Crystal Palace. Max Meyer has a bit of space to run into here, has a run of Zaha, but Wan-Bissaka defensively has been absolutely brilliant in today's game and read that pass so easily. Dan James goes up towards Cavani. Cahill reads it again though. Milivojevic, Max Meyer, Bruno Henrique, Batshuayi. Good ball out towards Andros Townsend. Looks to go over the top of Harry Maguire, but that's always one of the more difficult ways round him, as I think Batshuayi was 100% offside, so let the ball go. And Romero with an easy save. Townsend wins that header though. Bruno Henrique just turns into Maguire. And the 4-4-2 gamble doesn't appear to be working at the moment for Ruud Gullit's team. Townsend, that's a very wayward pass hit in front of Milivojevic. Dan James has nearly put himself into trouble. Wan-Bissaka comes forward with it though, all the way down to Dan James, who carried on his run. Great tackle from Sakho to get on the end of that one. He pumps it long looking for Bruno Henrique, but Pogba flicks it backwards to Maguire. Man United hold possession, and you feel like this game is sort of petering out a little bit now. Double substitution for Crystal Palace as Mitchell comes on for Van Aanholt and Dodo comes on for Ward. 2 new fullbacks on for Crystal Palace, and you can tell Ruud Gullit is telling them to push on and get forward as much as possible, as Wan-Bissaka restarts the game after that off cycle. And a double substitution for Man United as well. Bruno Fernandes on for Van der Beek, and Telles on for Luke Shaw, as Milivojevic robs Pogba and then gives the ball straight back to him. But good pressure from Bruno Henrique to try and get the ball back, but Pogba shows immense strength there as Dan James turns into Cavani. Numbers sort of help out there defensively for Crystal Palace. Bruno Fernandes though gets on Alex Telles' recovery pass. Dan James back to Fred. You can see Crystal Palace leaving men up the pitch to try and get onto some counter-attack, but I don't think it's going to matter because Fernandez hits the post and Edison Cavani puts in the rebound just like that. 4-1 United. That will be game, set and match, you have to feel. And Crystal Palace tried to give a good account of themselves, but they've slipped back into some of their old form as Townsend is beaten to the ball by Bruno. Pogba picks out Edson Cavani wonderfully well, and Cavani's pass is cut out by Sacco. 5 minutes to go. 4-1 United. It's going to be quite a convincing win for the home team here. Although Crystal Palace are trying to mount some sort of an attack. Wan-Bissaka scrambles it away. Edison Cavani gets there in front of Cahill. And wow, now the lack of pace at the back for Crystal Palace may well be caught out. As Sacco has to come over. And he actually makes a very good recovery tackle. Sweeping very well there as Mitchell comes forward, the young full-back for Crystal Palace. Max Meyer gets the ball under his spell, but gives it straight away to Wan-Bissaka. Fred with a diving tackle. How he timed that, I do not know. Pogba up to Rashford. Out to Alex Telles. Alex Telles up against Dodo. Bruno Fernandes looks to dink it over the top. Sacco reads it. Mitchell's there. Milivojevic plays that on one more. Townsend picks it up and, well, he's asked a lot of Batshuayi or Bruno Henrique to get on the end of that one, and Romero sweeps easily enough. And I think after this release of play, and it is the full-time whistle, a very convincing win for Man United. 4-1, they win it here at Old Trafford, and that is one of the most one-sided games I think I've ever been involved on Pro Evo this year. So around the ground then, Wolves 2, Leeds 2, Burnley 1, Villa 1, Man City lost at home to Tottenham Hotspur, Everton lost the Merseyside derby at home to Liverpool, Chelsea and Sheffield United drew 1-1, Fulham lost 3-0 at home to Newcastle United, West Ham lost 1-0 at home to Leicester, Southampton lost 3-1 at home to Brighton, and Arsenal and West Brom drew 2-2. So we've got to respond to our manager offers, and we're going to turn them down, I can tell you that right now. Messages. Bruno Henrique's role change. What is he now? A maestro. I think that's quite a good one, isn't it? Monthly report. We'll look at that in a minute. My team. Team role list. So what is a maestro? What does that give us? Maestro. Found training effect boost for all players in the same register as captain. Teammates will earn more experience points. Okay, that's not a problem because we get that with Zaha anyway. You refuse the transfer offer and remain manager of this club. Are you sure? Yes. Let's stay in charge of Crystal Palace, please. So we move on to the opening day of the transfer window. Well, mid-season review. As it stands, our chance of achieving our current season goals are slim at best. After having a good hard look in the lay of the land, I've decided to make the tough decision and Reynolds said, I have to admit it, this is our best hope for the season. Have I just been sacked? No, I haven't been sacked. I don't know what that was. I don't know what. Newcomers to the youth team, we're going to have a look at that. Guita, we'll get that contract signed. Joel Ward's contract signed. MacArthur's contract signed. I don't think okay. Lots of players have left. Another look at players' contracts. Expiring player contracts. Best 11 of the month. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. Right, let's go and look at these negotiations then. Let's go and look at the youth team. That's always good fun. So, overall, descending. None of... Does that mean all of our new guys are absolutely terrible? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. They are all absolutely shocking. Okay. That's not where I wanted to go. Let's go into my team. So, Guita... Yes, you're going to take a pay cut, so we'll happily sign that. That's not a problem. MacArthur... It's a 2-year contract on the same salary, so I'm going to just renegotiate that and just say, let's knock a little bit off, and you can have 1 year, and you can have a goal bonus because you don't really score goals. I think MacArthur could do us a solid for another year. Joel Ward, he's still our starting right back, so I don't really want to sell him. So we'll end the transfer negotiations. And in terms of contracts, we're going to do the same. We're going to try and lower it down a little bit more. Give you 1 year. We'll give you a win bonus because we're not getting too many of them either. Annoyingly. Woods is a youngster whose contract is going to expire. I don't think he's going to amount to much, but we'll try and get him on a cheap deal for 2 years. If he says no, then I'm not too fussed. Same with Kirby, really. I don't think he's ever going to really do anything in the team. So we'll knock that down and we'll give him 2 years. He can have a release fee. That's not a problem. Right, let's go and buy someone. Let's go and buy someone. I'll tell you who I'm going to go for first. I think we're going to go for the centre back that we just saw, that we only recently added. So I haven't added him to the list. I also think Stengs, maybe Villa. Carlos Vela could give us a boost that we need. It's tough decisions to be made. Okay, so we've made a couple of transfer bids for some players, and we'll see where they get to. I'm still very keen to understand what you think we should do. Leave me a note in the comments below where we should invest and what's going on. So Zaha of Chelsea have made a bid for Zaha, which I will flatly be rejecting. I can tell you that much straight away, unless it's his release fee, which it isn't. So we will end those negotiations. He's still got a contract until 2023, so that's not too bad. Scouts have come back with someone else in defence. Mancini. G. Mancini. 25-year-old from Roma. Could be very good indeed, actually. Could be very nice. Again, balance is a bit crap, and I know balance is important in this year's Pro Evo. Balance is an important thing. I do want to go and have a look actually at the loan lists, just see if we can find maybe a special talent to get in on loan. So let's have a look to see who is out there. Ansu Fati, I don't think that happened. Lucien Bonnet, who's recently signed for Liverpool, scored against us, didn't he, with a free kick actually. Carlos Vinicius, who's on loan himself at Tottenham. I wonder if is there a Trincao from Barcelona. He could be a very decent signing on. Jovetic from Monaco. Not bad at all. What's his balance? 75. Martinelli from Arsenal. That would give us some versatility up front. Who's actually now moved to Juventus. Cornelius, Borja Morao. There's not hugely good people out here. I mean, is it weird that I'm interested in maybe potentially Jesse Lingard? Just for the versatility. He's got 80 balance as well. He's not actually, his stats actually aren't that bad. He could rotate with Eze. I'm going to add him to the list. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. But yeah, there's not really Andy Carroll. Get Andy Carroll in for a rotation with what's his face? Christian Benteke. But Romero, Dean Henderson, Lee Kang-in is actually a very good player in Football Manager. If you've ever had him. Attacking midfield again. Phil Foden, Malinovsky. Could be good. McKennie's a good player. There's lots of good players on the loan list. Who is transfer listed? Harry Kane is transfer listed. In what world is that ever going to happen? Belotti. Is that Inaki Williams? He's transfer listed. 93 speed. Jeez. A 36 million pound market value. Yeah, okay. We're still a little bit out of our price range here. So listen, I'd love to get some Maximin in. He'd be brilliant for us. So many people that I'd like to bring in. And there's Malin. Malin is on our list of people that we could potentially go for. Well, he's on our player list, so we'll have to keep an eye out for him. Let's move forward to the game against Wolves. Let's go and hopefully pick up a win in this one. Please let me draw your attention to who they're starting out front with Adama Traore. That is Yaya Sanogo, once of Arsenal. That is actually Yaya Sanogo. I'm pretty sure of it. Guaita is not feeling this game, so Butland can come in. Sacco's not feeling it either, so it's going to have to be Tompkins because we don't have Scott Dan anymore. Although Mitchell is loving life. Again, Mitchell's loving life. Is he going to be up all season? If he is, that's going to be absolutely incredible. We do have to keep it semi-realistic though and put a goalkeeper on the bench. So Nathan Ferguson can come off the bench. MacArthur is also loving life. See, if he comes in for Chianti, gets such a big boost in team spirit. And Onyeka can go on the bench instead of, we've got, whoa, hang on. Get Max Meyer in there. MacArthur can play the more defensive role. Meyer there. Milovic, Dodo, Hernandez, Batshuayi, Riedeval, Guaita, Mitchell. We probably don't need. No, I'm quite happy with that bench. I think Onyekaru misses out. Woods is back from his loan, so you never know, he might get the odd game here or there. But Butland comes in, and that's the main change. 3 at the back. I think we can afford to push the attacking fullbacks on. And then counter-target wise, Eze and Big Ben. Big Benteke up front are the 2 counter-targets we're going to try and use. We will get... Cahill can man-mark Sonogo. We won't man-mark Adama Traore. I think he's just too quick for it. But, right, let's get into it. The kit should be totally fine. Yes, here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wolverhampton for Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Crystal Palace. It's the Wolves v the Eagles. The Wolves are doing well in the league. The Eagles are not. But an interesting, choice of striker for Wolves today is Yaya Sonogo gets a start up front for the team in orange. Christian Benteke back in the lineup for Crystal Palace. And rumours are swirling about transfer news. Lots of players left Crystal Palace on the 1st of January. No one came in yet, but there are rumours that plenty is happening behind the scenes, as Ruud Gullit has also been told. His job isn't necessarily at risk, but just the expectations for the seasons are changing, as they were looking to finish mid-table, and now it looks like it's going to be a fight against relegation as Eze picks up the ball early doors for Crystal Palace. Townsend back to Joel Ward, who has recently renewed a contract. Benteke gives it off to Zaha, gets a shot, good block from Says. Townsend can't win that header. It's cleared away, but will be kept alive by Max Meyer. Max Meyer sees the run of Eze into Benteke. Benteke shoots. What a saving goal that was from the keeper, as Townsend tries to get there as well. Joe Ward flicks it forward up towards Zaha with a header, but John Ruddy, good claim there, and he made a good catch to start with. That's a really poor throw out though. Townsend puts it across. Zaha, left-footed strike, and Ruddy called into action again. Very good positive start from Crystal Palace this. Well, Wolves have got all sorts of troubles to blame on their goalkeepers. That's a ball in. Zaha again, and this one's in. It's another shot into the roof of the net. What a finish, and it's the captain who makes it 1-0 Crystal Palace. And John Ruddy, determined to try and get a quick throw out, has really made a mistake twice in a row, and this time he's punished, as it was a really good header there from Joel Ward. Laid that into Eze. Eze to Benteke. Over to Zaha. What a finish that is. And it's 1-0 Crystal Palace, and they can only build on this start. It's a truly wonderful start for the team from London, as it's laid in. It's a good bit of one-touch football, and Zaha, rocket of a shot into that far corner, and Ruddy, absolutely no chance. And that is 1-0 Crystal Palace. Benteke again, he's having a great start to this game. Christian Benteke is finding it very easy to hold the ball up and get other people into play, as Townsend picks it up, looks to dink it across towards Zaha again. It's blocked. Van Aanholt with a right-footed strike. Great save from John Ruddy once again. Fantastic hit from Patrick Van Aanholt that. As Joel Ward down the right lays that back. Townsend tried to dink it across towards Zaha. It's headed away, and Van Aanholt fancied a hit, and it was a lovely strike. Ruddy with a good save. Corner to Crystal Palace. What can they make of this one? As, what have they got that they can do off the training ground this time? Benteke trying to get in front of his man. Says looks like he's back in position. It's going to come out. Van Aanholt hits this one again. Headed away in front of the goalkeeper. Not sure if Ruddy was going to get to that one. It was Van Aanholt again with a strike. He is enjoying these long-range efforts at the moment, because he's just having a good time. Benteke has drifted off his man, but he's cleared away in front of him. Very good defending as Sonogo brings this one down, and Traore has got the pace, but Cahill's got the know-how. Makes a very good tackle there. And Benteke is absolutely dominating this Wolves back five today. He is winning nearly all the headers and bringing teammates into the game wherever he can, as that's a ball from Traore looking for Sonogo on this side. Sonogo does get round Van Aanholt, not once but twice, in towards Traore. Good header away. And Van Aanholt will get onto this one, and he's got absolutely no pressure on him and can bring this ball out. Max Meyer moving in front of him, but ignores him and goes for Zaha, trying to feed that into Benteke, but not the best pass. And Crystal Palace have got to remember they don't need to rush this. They've got the lead, and they are the away team, so they can really sit on their laurels for a little bit. But that's a good win. Zaha into Eze, just holds the ball up and then invites Joel Ward to join the attack. Benteke, Townsend, Benteke, still going. Zaha, oh, it could have been a wonderful goal, but he got his shot all wrong. He was trying to use the outside of his boot to put it back past Ruddy, but the connection was all wrong. It was a lovely bit of passing here And when Crystal Palace move, they do really look good. When they move that ball in the front 4 players, they do look good. Eze, Townsend. Oh, trying to find Benteke. Just caught a little bit on his toes, the big striker. But Ruud Gullit is going to be absolutely delighted with how this first half has gone. As long as Crystal Palace can get into half-time with that clean sheet, he will be absolutely delighted. The back 4 have rarely been troubled, and the front 4 have caused Wolverhampton Wanderers all sorts of problems, as that's a good header there. And it looks like, I mean, Tompkins has come into this team, and it looks like he's never even left it. Benteke has Eduardo Quaresma for company, turns him, feeds it into Zaha, who's got round his man. Wilfried Zaha tries to cut it back, and there's nobody there. And it's agonisingly across the face of goal. But it is 1-0 at half-time, and Ruud Gullit will bemoan missing some of these chances. Ruddy's made some good saves, but it is all Crystal Palace at the moment. As you would expect, it's no change for Crystal Palace after that first half, but Ricky Puig is taken off and replaced by Dendoncker. And you can understand why that's happened, because Ricky Puig had a tough time of it in midfield. As we'll have to see how he deals in the middle, as they're letting Christian Benteke to turn into Townsend. Townsend tries to dink it back to Benteke. What a first touch, but the shot with the left foot goes just past the post. And it was a good move that from Palace. What a touch here from Benteke. Lovely ball in. Townsend just dinked it over the last man. Great touch from Benteke, but the left-footed shot goes past Ruddy's post. And remains 1-0 at the start of the second half. Nelson Semedo puts a ball in looking for Traore. Beaten in the air, but, well, I thought it was going to fall to the Crystal Palace attacker there. But Eze picks this one up. And just, well, lovely floated ball out to just create a bit of space for Crystal Palace to now attack into, as, well, that was tried to be poked through to Christian Benteke, but unfortunately it was intercepted. And Ruben Neves takes over for Wolves. Sanago out to Nelson Semedo, who hasn't really been able to get forward too much in this game. It'll be interesting to see if Wolves have made a tactical change to make that happen, and there he is, but, well, that pass back could have been intercepted, and at the second of time it is, and now Nelson Semedo is out of position as Benteke holds that up and tried to get the timing right for Eze, but he was offside as the pass was released by Benteke. But it remains 1-0, and Crystal Palace won't be too unhappy about that. So about 20 minutes to go. Both teams getting a little bit sloppy in possession now. And Crystal Palace, obviously, that's okay for them being 1-0 up, but they don't want to throw this lead away. It is not the biggest of margins as Benteke holds it up and turns. Actually gets away from his man. Benteke just couldn't get the shot off. And it does look like some tired legs are starting to creep in, especially with Crystal Palace asking their fullbacks to continually keep pushing up. But at the moment, Wolves seem happy for the possession to be built up slowly. But Nelson Semedo looks to be getting in behind. Gary Cahill comes to match him. Semedo swings the cross in. Ward's there. It's going to fall to Sonogo, but he can't get hold of it. And it's cleared away. Zaha actually wins a fantastic header there back inside. As Benteke tries to put a bit of a high press on João Moutinho to Adama Traore, and that's a ball through. Dendonker's there, and again, Wolves have had 2 really big chances this half and this game, and they've not paid off. But I think the referee's brought this back for a foul on Adama Traore, caught late by Joel Ward. It does give them a chance with Ruben Neves and João Moutinho on the pitch, as Fabio Silva replaces Yaya Sonogo. The free kick, what a save from Guaita. He's kept that out really well as Van Aanholt just hooks the ball away to safety. And well, Crystal Palace are going to try and pick this one up and see if they can break. Eze takes the sensible option to hold the ball up and bring others into play as Benteke is tackled by João Moutinho. Eduardo Quaresma back to volley, and it remains 1-0, but by the skin of their teeth, Crystal Palace, or well, by Guaita's big hand, Crystal Palace remain in the lead. Again, Crystal Palace now starting to link some passes together. Benteke flicks it on and Townsend breaks through. Willy Bolly has hacked him down. And how is the referee? He has brought that back for a foul. Absolutely horrendous tackle. It could be a red card. He was the last man. I think he may just get a talking to, which is absolutely disgraceful. What is up with the referee's hair as well? What's he got? He's got something shaved in the side of it. Townsend skipped through one tackle, got past Willy Bolly for pace, and absolutely horrendous tackle. And Eze, is it a bit too close for a shot? I think Eze's going to try it anyway. Up and round the wall, but into the side netting, and behind it goes. 10 minutes to go, 1-0 Palace. It's been a hard game for the fullbacks and the midfield, so a triple substitution with 10 minutes to go. Dodo on for Joel Ward. Van Aanholt off and Mitchell on and Milivojevic on for MacArthur in the centre of midfield. And Palace will be hoping that's enough to let them see this game through for a very vital win in the league, as Fabio Silva won't win that header. It will be picked up by Max Meyer, who's had a very solid game in the middle of the park, as Townsend feeds that one through looking for Benteke. It hits Eze on the back of the heel though, and Neves will pick this up to Fabio Silva, who did lose Gary Cahill for a split second there, as Max Meyer just continues having this wonderful game he's had. And Max Meyer comes forward with it. He's got Benteke to the side of him. Benteke tries to get round Eduardo Quaresma, but a good tackle on the big man. And Wolves hold on. 5 minutes to go. Can Palace hold on for what would be a very much needed win, as that's kept in play very well by Mitchell. And Crystal Palace will just look to hold on to the ball for these last 5 minutes. Benteke on the edge of the area, lets it go through his legs and gets a shot off, and it's just past the post. It'll be a goal kick, and that was very patient build-up from Crystal Palace. So went into Zaha, back to Eze. It was about 10 or 12 passes before this, as Benteke just let that roll round him, confused the defender. Shot wasn't the best, but it remains 1-0, and you think Ruddy's going to have to pump this long in the time being. It goes up towards Fabio Silva. He will beat Mitchell in the air, but it will come all the way through to Cahill, who's going to have plenty of time just to keep possession. Not long left to go for Crystal Palace just to hold on and get this win, and it's Fabio Silva playing a lone sort of press up here, as that will go all the way back to Guita. Mitchell picks this one up. The youngster decides to go long towards Benteke, flicks it on, and again Zaha just caught on his toes a little bit. 1 minute to go. Can Wolves hold on for this? Can Crystal Palace hold on for this win against Wolves as well? Benteke turns. Eze in a lot of space here. He's still going, Eze. He's still going. Willy Bolly doesn't close him down, and he gets the goal, and that's 2-0. And Eze is going to be absolutely delighted with that one. As Eze as you like. That's a terrible pun. But it is 2-0 Crystal Palace, and that is a win that Ruud Gullit 100% needed it. And it will be full time as the game gets back underway. But no one picked up Eze. Willy Bolly didn't know whether to come or go. Worried about Townsend. The team just dropped off, and Eze ran through and blasted it past John Ruddy. 2-0. A good goal for Eze to cap a very good performance from the attacking midfielder. And that is the full-time whistle. And Crystal Palace get a much-deserved win. Excellent stuff. Ruud Gullit will be delighted. So around the grounds then, Burnley beat Leeds 3-1. Very impressive. Man City beat Aston Villa 3-1. Everton and Tottenham drew 0-0. Chelsea beat Liverpool 1-0. Fulham beat Sheffield United 3-0. West Ham and Newcastle drew 1-1. Southampton 0, Leicester 1. Arsenal 4, Brighton 1. And West Brom lost 3-1 to Man United, leaving the table looking like this. Liverpool top, Man City second, Everton third, Leicester fourth. And then we climb to 18th, and we are 3 points off Leeds in 15th. So we are getting there slowly. 1-4, drawn 4, lost 12. I feel like we're starting to click. I feel like we're starting to click now, but we're obviously going into negotiations, and there is a negotiation day coming up. So let's see what is going on, as it looks like we're going to have a chat from the chairman. Signing negotiation, Chapter 1. Negotiation in Tapsoba are moving along nicely. I think we can push him to agree to terms that are a little more favourable to us. To be fair, I would take the terms that were on the table that we offered him. Let's go back to the negotiating table. Oh, but I don't want to ruin it because he's really good. He's really, really good. Let's have a look then into the messages we go. And we have Kirby. Looks like negotiation, but snag players open to doesn't think the initial offer reflects his true value. Where's your signature? MacArthur and signature. Joel Ward's signature. That's good. So they're all going to be on 1-year contracts. Brunetta is now looking to potentially move to us, which is good. And Tapsoba, he's accepted our offer. All we need to do is sign off the deal. I don't really want to mess that up, so I'm just going to accept it. So Tapsoba, 34,110. £12 million we're paying for him, but I think he's going to be an absolute beast. So, yes. In the van. Come on. First big signing done as Crystal Palace manager. Leaves us with 17 million in the bank. But I think for £26,550 a week, I might take Brunetta. I might do that deal. He looks very, very good. Looks like he could be pretty useful for us. Balance. I don't know, actually. I don't know. There might be better out there. There might be better out there. Left wing striker, second striker, attacking midfielder, central midfielder. There might be better out there. I don't think there will be for 2.4 million, but he wants the same release fee in his contract, which is a little bit annoying, so we won't make profit. And he wants 10 grand more than what he's already on. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for your comments for that one. I'm gonna wait for your comments for that one and see what you guys say. As MacArthur is agreeable to sign a 1-year deal, which is wonderful. Yep. Free up a bit more wage budget as well. As is Joel Ward. We'll keep Joel Ward around on a 1-year deal. We'll probably sell him. We'll try and sell him in the summer, I guess. But it'll mean we don't lose him on a 3. Kirby. Yeah, fine. Stay on the same salary. That's not really a big deal. And Woods is happy to take a pay cut, so that's not too bad either. And we get an extra £180 a week. But yeah, the squad's decent. It can definitely be improved, but I think we're moving in the right direction. So a good win to end the episode, though. Next up, we've got Wolves again in the FA Cup. I'll probably play that one away from the camera, and then we'll come back for maybe the Man City. Burnley and Man City we'll come back for. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like. Let me know what you think about the transfers and what we should do. Leave a comment down below. Likes are great at the moment. If we can average about 35 on every video, I will be loving life. And you will get a video every day, apart from one day at the weekend, which I take a day off. So thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.